Let's get into it. Chat, let's get into it. What's up, Martin? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Let's start this. Let's start this. I'm excited to chat with y'all today. Very excited to chat with y'all today. I want to see how many. How are y'all feeling today? Chat. We need to talk. Chat, we need to talk. We need to talk. I got a lot of shit I want to talk to y'all about. I have a lot of shit that I want to talk to y'all about. Are y'all ready? What's up, Chandra? Welcome to the live. Let's go. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Chat, let's get into it. Chat, it's time to get into it, chat. It's time to get into it. Chat, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. The energy has been a bit crazy lately. The energy has been interesting. And I just want to talk to y'all. I haven't been on here in the past couple of days. Man, I have so many insights for y'all. Y'all know when I be going on these little hiatus, you already know I got some messages for you. You already know when I disappear for a couple of days, you already know I'm coming back with something. There's no way I'm gonna disappear for a couple days and not come back with something that set you straight, get you right. You know what I mean? He said everyone join the mystery school. Y'all are so sweet. I'm trying to see why I don't see the chat box on here. Like everything is like hidden. Hold on, I want to get the chat on here. People are crazy. They losing it out here. Lord. Let's get the chat box going. I just don't understand why it's not showing. Chat, are y'all ready? Can we get started? I need some more people in here before I get started. Fuck. I need some more people in here before I get started. I need some more people in here before I get started. Chat, run up the likes. Chat, run up the likes. Run up the likes. You haven't seen me in a couple of days and y'all not going crazy on the likes? What is this? Why y'all treating me like I'm a regular? There we go. Let's get some people in here. Run up the likes, chat. Run up the likes. Run up the likes. Let's chat. Let's talk about a couple of things. Because I got a couple of things that I want to talk about with you. I have a couple of things that I want to talk about with you that, quite frankly, I don't know if anybody in your life is going to talk about it with you. And you know that's how we go. I'm tapping and braiding at the same time. Oh, you going to like this then. You going to like this then. So, chat, listen. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for me to start? Y'all ready for me to start? Because y'all know I'm not going to shut up once I start. You know once I start, that's it. I'm going in. Once I start, that's it. I'm going in. Once I start, that's it. I'm going in. So I'm letting y'all know now. Chat, drop some emojis if you're ready. Drop some emojis if you're ready. Let's go. Drop some emojis if you're ready, chat. Drop some emojis if you're ready, chat. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and let's get into it. So let's go ahead and let's get into it, all right? Somebody on TikTok. How many people we got on TikTok? How many people we got on TikTok? How many people we got on TikTok? How many people we got watching? Let's get into it. Let's get into it. How many people we got watching? 56? Chat, we got to get this to 100. Chat, we got to get this to 100. Run up the likes. Run up the likes. Run up the live. Let's go, because I got a lot to fucking say today. I got a lot to fucking say today. Let's get this going, all right? Here we go, all right? We about to start. We about to start, all right? Okay. First of all, let's go ahead. I just want to let y'all know this, sweetie, this, let me record. 3, 2, 1. Oh, shit. Okay. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to wherever you are watching this at. This is going to be absolutely one of the best streams that you watch of this whole year and maybe even next year. Because the shit I'm about to tell you, you're going to be like, damn, how did you know that? So one thing I want to let y'all know is that when it comes to me working my way through all this information, I just need you to be patient with me. I need you to screen record. I need you to take fucking notes, because I'm going to tell you what's about to happen. All right? First things first, what I need you to understand is that before you can have what you want, you must first be who you really are. Period. Okay? And as we get into this, I just want you to understand that, you know, I'll tell you what I've learned and what I've understood. I'll tell you what I've learned and what I've understood. I've learned and I've understood that my true raw essence is the only thing that can take me where I want to go. And what that means is my true raw essence will make people think you're an asshole. My true raw essence will make people think you're rude, you're annoying, you're this, you're that, you're that, you're this, you're that, you're this. I don't care. Because before I can have what I really want, I must first be who I really am. You know what I mean? And as of lately, I'm not going to lie, and I don't give a fuck what friend feels a type of way, because I tell them in front of their face. If you're not doing what if you are not doing what you're supposed to do, you're going to lose me. Period. Because I don't want to be around people who hesitate. I don't want to be around people who overthink. I don't want to be around people who are insecure. I don't want to be around none of that shit. You want to know why? Because I'm a 9-figure bitch. Period. And you got to put yourself where you see yourself. I don't want to be around people who are struggling, who want to go half on an Uber. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to hang out with people who go half on an Uber. I don't want to hang out with people who go half on a dinner. I don't want that. And some people may be like, what's wrong with that? You're asking me that because that's what you do. I triggered you. You think I give a fuck? Your life is your life. The standards that you have for your life. Let me tell you something. You do you, boo. But one thing ancestors and spirit has been telling me, baby, them standards need to go up. Them standards need to go up. And my thing is, here I was. And y'all make sure y'all drop some roses, drop some galaxies, drop something. Subscribe, bitch, super chat, bitch. Throw something, right? What I realized was that I thought before that my standards were too high. I thought before that my standards were like, I'm doing too much. I'm being bougie. I'm being this. I'm being that. Until I actually realized how your standards protect you. Your standards can elevate you. And when you start moving the goalposts for people because they don't meet your standards, that's when you start fucking up. You told yourself you only date people who do this. You only hang out with people who do this. But this one person, they missing the mark by like 10%. And you're like, it's okay, they can pass. And guess what? That 10%, because you let it slide, that 10% gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. You know why you're afraid to cut people off when they aren't able to reach that standard? Because you are in lack. You are in lack. You think you won't find somebody better. But if they're not meeting the mark, they're not even really giving you a great experience. Truthfully, they're not giving you the experience that you're looking for. Somebody said, I split dinners with my besties sometimes, but not Ubers. I don't mind it, but I'm pretty bougie. But yes, I shouldn't move my goal for posts for people. If you invite me out, you pay. If I invite you out, I pay. Period. You could do that with your bestie, but I'm not moving on regular people's standards because I don't want to be regular. I don't want to just be 6 figures. I don't want to be just 80,000 a year. I don't want to be 90,000 a year. I don't want that. That doesn't mean that it's bad. Like, I need y'all to understand what I'm saying is it doesn't mean that it's bad, but I want you to realize that I'm only talking to people who want 7, 8, 9. I'm only talking to people who are ambitious. This conversation is about ambition. And you got to realize that, yo, like, it's so imperative that those little things that you thought was okay and normal, yeah, it's okay for normal people, but you don't want to be normal. So I realized that, like, okay, if I want to be a 7, 8, 9, 10 figure person, I really have to start moving along the lines of 10 figures, no matter how uncomfortable it is. That means that if I invite somebody out, I have to pay. You can say no, or you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Did I ask you? I didn't. Do you have 9 figures? Do you have 8 figures? Do you have 7? So no, you cannot tell me. I'm trying to tell you so we can elevate and start running the play together. 8 figures. And my thing is, like, when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, then that's when you finally start creating change. And friend, what I'm trying to tell you is I'm sick and tired. Okay? Yes, my sick and tired looks like a dream for some people. Do I give a fuck what it looks like to some people, though? I don't care about what it looks like to some people. You know what I'm saying? Carrie said, you're right. My really rich friends never split the bill because it's like, what are we doing? Like, what are you, like, girl, just like leave it alone. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like to talk. Like, it's not that I don't like to talk about money, but when it comes to paying and food and all of that, like, I don't want to deal with all of that. I don't want to deal with all of that. I don't want to deal with the, you gonna get it, you gonna do it, you gonna do it, yeah. I feel like that's broke. I feel like that's cheap. Because if we all made sure to have more than enough, we wouldn't even be talking about money. We would just be swiping. How much is it? Or actually just whatever, swipe. You're not even asking how much. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to get y'all to realize. Like, I'm not here to play by the rules of everybody else. You see, your mom gonna tell you, baby, don't run that red light. Baby, don't park there. Baby, you gonna get a ticket. Baby, don't do it, right? You know what rich people think? Rich people think I could park anywhere. Because all it is just gonna pay. I just gotta pay. They'll give me a ticket, boom, I'll pay it right there. Like, I could park anywhere. And when you start realizing that, you start realizing the rules that you thought were for you are only for you because you decided to abide by them. You realize? So I'm in a state of isolation right now. I'm in a state of not really talking to as many people right now because I realize that most of the people that I'm talking to, they don't got shit to feed me. You don't have no thought. You don't make me ponder. That's something one of my friends said. My friend said the standard for being in my close proximity is you have to give me things to ponder about. And I started realizing, like, damn, you motherfuckers don't even stimulate me. Y'all motherfuckers getting demoted to acquaintance. You're not a friend. You're not an ally. You're not. You don't benefit my business. And my business is my life. You feel me? So, and it don't mean we can't be friends. It just means you're not going to talk to me every day. You don't get access like that because your conversations don't do nothing for me. Your conversations don't elevate me. You don't give me no strategies. I'm on a mission and nothing you talking about is feeding that mission. But when I'm talking to you, I'm feeding every part of your mission. It's not fair. And I'm cool off that. So I told myself, I was like, man, if I have to pay to get into proximity of stimulating conversations, then that's just what it's going to be. If I gotta pay $30K to get into a room to conversate with people who understand me and understand then that's just what I gotta do. So when I ask y'all, for example, so now really think about it. When I tell y'all that my mentorship is $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, do you think I give a fuck when you tell me you can't afford it? I don't. Because I understand, you know what? I have to pay to get into rooms that stimulate me. And if you're not willing to pay to get into rooms or get into conversations that stimulate you, then you're just going to stay the same. That's not my problem. I've stopped trying to save my friends. How you coming to me telling me you're broke? I give you an option. I give you a stream of income and you ain't hitting that bit tonight. How can you tell me you're broke? I give you a stream of income that could make you millions. And you didn't start tonight. You didn't start right now. You have no urgency. You're cut off. I don't want to talk to you because my thing is, you may think I'm being harsh. I don't care. That's the thing. You thinking that it's mean is a block in your brain that stops you from protecting yourself. Your fear of being perceived as mean is stopping you from protecting yourself. It's stopping you from protecting your time. It's stopping you from protecting your heart. It's stopping you from protecting your money. It's stopping you from protecting yourself. Period. You feel me? And what I realized is that I really need to just be my true self. And if they think I'm rude, if they think I'm an asshole, if they think I'm a bitch, then that's just what the fuck it is. I'm just that. But guess what? At the end of the day, you think that about me and you're feeling a type of way about me, but I feel no type of way about you because I decided I wasn't going to. I decided I wasn't going to worry about what nobody thinks about me. So now you're stuck, and I don't mean you, I mean them, but they're stuck with the emotional baggage of viewing me in a negative light, talking about me while I'm over here lollygagging, feeling great because I'm protecting my energy. You see how that works? Another thing too, like I told one of my friends today, I love him. I told him today, I said, if you keep hesitating, if you keep being in this indecision, if you keep failing to be consistent, you're going to lose me. Because I don't want that to rub off on me. I don't want to start being inconsistent. I don't want to start being overthinking. I don't want to start hesitating. I don't want that shit. Keep that shit. It's a spiritual transmitted disease. I don't want it. Keep it. I want to be around people who have initiative. I want to be around people who make me feel like I'm not doing enough. I want to be around people when they tell me what they did today. I'm like, damn, I ain't shit. If you can't make me feel like that, we're not talking every day. I'm blocking. Not blocking, but like, you're not going to talk to me. So because I don't really have friends right now, and I don't have friends anymore, all I have is allies. Because I don't have friends, I am listening to podcasts. I am listening to multimillionaires speak and interviews and letting their conversations be stimulation as if they're conversating with me. Does it seem crazy? Maybe. But hell, to get them 9 figs, I'll be psychotic. In all of the best ways. I don't mean actually psychotic. I mean, I don't mind being perceived as psychotic to you. Somebody say you don't got to be hungry. You got to be aware of yourself. Don't be giving my audience wrong fucking advice. No, bitch. You definitely got to be hungry. Fuck is you talking about? You can never be full. One of my mentors, Les Brown, his book is literally called You Got to Be Hungry. So don't tell me, you don't gotta, no, you gotta be hungry, nigga. You gotta be thirsty too. And my thing is, how can anybody be mad at me if I tell them, yep, I am materialistic, I am an asshole, I'm selfish, I'm a bitch. What else? All I care about is money. Yes. What else? And let me tell y'all something. When somebody tries to tell you, oh, all you care about is money, you know what you tell them? Oh my God, finally you're starting to understand me. Oh my God, you're finally getting it. Fuck you thought this was. And it's not that all I care about is money. But I'm gonna let you think that because people could literally have such a small, like, you gotta be out your fucking mind if you think I'm gonna keep going and going and going and going just because money. That's what you do. That's what 9-to-5ers do. They do whatever for money. Do you know how much I have to be focused on purpose to start a business that doesn't make money at first? How many people, and when I say 9-to-5ers, like, don't take it personal. Like, don't take it personal. Understand what I'm saying. I'm saying 9-to-5ers because those are the people who tend to be comfortable. So don't think, like, you trying to say getting a job is bad? Hell no, I ain't saying getting a job is bad. Hell no. What I'm saying is being comfortable is bad. Being comfortable is bad. Because I was making 6 figures in my own business and I had took a job. But I took a job to learn. I was literally telling the lady, you ain't even got to pay me. I'm just trying to learn. So don't think. And my shit wasn't no 9-to-5. That shit was like 7 to 10. So understand that I'm not against hard work. I'm not against working for somebody else sometimes because sometimes you need to get that information. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to let y'all know now. If you are looking for mentorship, if you are looking to take your brand, your business, if you're looking to start social media, if you're looking to elevate yourself, go ahead and DM me so we can start working. Either a one-on-one call, you can start off with a one-on-one call, or you can go ahead and get the mentorship. I need you to understand now, my mentorship is not going to be under $3,000 to $4,000. So I'm letting y'all know now. Why am I starting with that? I used to be afraid to start off with prices, and I want y'all to understand, if you own a business, I really want you to listen to what I'm saying. I'm not here to convince you that what I teach is worthy. I'm not here to convince you that $3,000 to $4,000 is cheap, $3,000 to $4,000 is expensive. I'm not here to do none of that shit. I'm not here to do none of that shit. Because guess what? I'm looking for people to invest in, and I don't mean y'all, I mean like mentors. I'm looking for mentors to invest in. I'm looking for mentors to buy in. I'm looking for retreats. I'm looking for masterminds to spend money on. They don't have to sell me. You know why they don't have to sell me? Because I already know what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for them to sell. I already know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for growth. I'm looking for expansion. My brother texted me today. Love you, brother. I love you. My brother texted me today. Hey, Ori, I'm back in town. I know I had to cancel on the podcast last time, but I'm ready to do it now. I don't give a fuck what you ready to do. It ain't on your time. It ain't on your time. It's not on your time. It's on my time. It's on my time. And right now I'm locked in, so I can give a fuck about that. You should have caught me when you caught me. You feel me? And this is how I speak. This is how I speak. When my friends piss me off because they not doing what they supposed to do, I literally look them in the eyes and I say, like, you're really pissing me off. I'm not lying. You see, some of y'all think I just talk this shit on the internet. I really talk to my people like this. But you know why they allow me to? Because they know I fucking love them. They know I put life into them. They know I speak life into them. They know I want the best for them. One of my friends today was asking me, hey, I know you were telling me about posting on this and this and that, but like, should I post my old videos? Should I post my this? Should I post my that? And I said, I'm not gonna do this with you. I said, I'm not gonna do this with you. I've been told you to post your old this and this and that. I said, I'm not gonna do this back and forth. You're doing that shit again, where you're trying to find a reason why you can't. You're trying to find an excuse why you should. You're trying to find a problem. You're trying to find another reason to hesitate. I'm not doing this. I already told you. You need to either figure it out or don't do it. I'm not here to uplift you in this space no more because I've been telling you for 2 years. You think I'm gonna waste my fucking time to keep telling you? You better figure it the fuck out. At this point, I'm telling you, don't even be an influencer. Because I'm wasting my time trying to talk you into something. I'm wasting my time trying to talk you into something that I don't get no money off of. And if I did get money off of it, I would be even more mad. Because now you're holding up my money. You're taking my words for granted. How about that? You're taking my education for granted. You're taking what I'm telling you for granted. So you know what I'm going to tell you? Figure it out. Figure it out. Figure it out. I'm not giving free advice no more. This right here, some of y'all may say, well, you're giving free advice right now. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. It may seem free. It may seem free. It may seem free. I always get paid from giving, this wisdom on here on the internet. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's like, I don't want to deal with lack-minded people either. And I'm elevating who I attract also. I'm elevating who I attract. I'm not here to make the ideas fit small-minded people. You're not here to make your identity, your essence fit and attract small-minded people. I don't want to attract cheapo people, freepo people, cheap people, free people. I want to be around people that value me. So what do I need to do? I need to change how I value myself. How do you change how you value yourself? By what you allow. So I started telling my friends, if you talk to me about shit that's not really elevating me, I'm going to tune out. And I tell them that. I tell them I'm going to tune out. Right? And you know what that makes them do? That makes them realize every word that comes out of my mouth needs to have some type of substance. It needs to be growth. We can't be out here talking about just dumb shit. And I know what an ally looks like now because of the people that I've conversated. I am building a whole new network, and you should too. Today's a 3-day. Today's a 3-day. Today's a 3-day. Today is a 3-day. Today is a 3-day. You know what? I'll give you guys a sale. I'll give you guys a sale, right? I'll give you guys a sale. I do, and it's not really a sale. I'm just going to do like a promo, right? If you want to book me for a one-on-one, I got this from Peach McIntyre. Peach McIntyre really is like inspiring me. If you want to book me for a one-on-one so you can be ready for 2026, I am charging $111.11. That's it. $111.11, right? The first person to book will get the most wisdom, the most information. And that's how it is. You feel me? So if you want to go ahead and get a one-on-one, get your life fucking read, get your life together, DM me right now and we can do that. But besides that, I want to go back to the point that I was talking about. How many of y'all want to be a millionaire? How many of y'all want to be successful? How many of you guys want to be the best at what you do? Okay? That's my question. Because the truth is, like, I want you to understand, bitch, I'm going to sell my fucking products. And I want y'all to understand, if you have a business, if you listen to me so good, like, listen to me so good. If you have a business, right? What I want you to understand is the only way you are afraid of selling yourself is if you don't think yourself is actually a great product. The only reason why you have a problem promoting your products, promoting your business, is because maybe you don't actually believe in your product. If you had the cure for something, I'm sure you would be telling everybody, hey, look over here. Look over here. Right? That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. So, if you want to be the best at your craft, you have to understand that being the best is being number one. And you can't spell alone without one.
Bomba.
You get what I'm saying? You
Another one.
You can't spell alone without one. Thank you, Maya, for the gift. Thank you, Miss K, for the gift. Thank you, Kimberly Vlog, for the gift. You cannot spell alone without one. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because, like, when I wake up at 5 a.m., like, stop with that, oh, you want to start waking up at 5 a.m. with me? Stop. 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 Just stop. If that motherfucker ain't your brother and that motherfucker don't live in the same house as you, like, just stop. Just stop. Y'all keep trying to take people with you on this lock-in. But nigga, only one of you can be the best. Thank you, Miss K. So, like, when I work with people, like, you know, I want you to win, but I want to dominate you. I'm going to outwork you. And my thing is, if you're a person that easily quits, I'm going to feel like I easily won. Nah, bro. I'd rather compete against myself. I'd rather compete against myself. Y'all keep trying to go through your hardest moments with someone without realizing that going through your hardest moments with someone is going to distract you from the wisdom that you're supposed to be extracting. It isn't until you alone and nobody answering that fucking phone that you realize people don't really fuck with you like you thought so. You see, what I realized is when I was down, they didn't fuck with me for real. When I was down, they wasn't really like congratulating me. They wasn't in my DMs. They wasn't inviting me out. They wasn't this. They wasn't that. So when I'm up and I'm focused, don't fucking hit me up because you're not going to help me stay up top. You're not going to help me stay locked in. You're going to distract me. You're going to want to eat off of what I built. And that's what you have to realize. Not everybody is here to put in sweat equity into your business or what you're doing. How many of y'all want to be influencers? How many of y'all want to make content? How many of y'all want to make content? If I was you, I would be taking that one-on-one that I just offered and saying, hey, Ori, how the fuck did you make $5,000 in one day from this? Hey, Ori, how the fuck did you make $60K in 1 month with this? Hey, Ori, how did you make 6 figures at 21 years old? Hey, Ori, how are you? Y'all gotta ask the right questions. You over here talking to that fucking friend of yours who only talk about who died over here and what friend over here, who got pregnant over here, who got this. I don't want to hear about no baby mama drama and who got this and who died and who. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Tell me who just became a millionaire. Tell me who just broke records. Tell me who just broke records. I don't care. I don't care. You know what I'm interested in right now? I'm not gonna lie. Ryan Serhant, however you say his name. Now, that's a Netflix show I could talk about. You wanna know why? Because everybody is talking about his leadership. Everybody is talking about how he's running a business. Talk to me about that. If you want to talk about Netflix, let's talk about shit like that. I don't give a fuck about a fucking Diddy. I don't care. I don't care. If you want to talk about Diddy, talk to me about how 50 Cent keep finding these new avenues to make money and get better and talk to me about that. It's all about the angle, baby. Chat, is y'all with me or what? Baby, I got 3. Child, listen, let me tell y'all something. Let me show y'all my bag real quick. Let me show y'all my bag real quick. Let me show y'all my bag real quick, okay, chat? So, chat, this the bag, right? Old school Gucci, don't judge it. Old school Gucci. If you know, you know. Don't judge it, right? So, check this out. Let me show y'all what's in my motherfucking bag. Chat, y'all see I put a little crystal right there? Chat, check this out. You want to know what's in my bag? The psychology of wealth. What's in your Gucci bag? What's in your Gucci bag? The psychology of wealth, right? Napoleon Hill. What else is in my bag? I got a Kindle. I got an Amazon Kindle with a whole bunch of books in it. More books in here. What else? What else? A notebook, and a pen. That's all I motherfucking need. That's all I motherfucking need. That's all I motherfucking need. And some slight little cardies or whatever. That's all I motherfucking need. You want to know why? Because somebody say I don't have a Gucci bag. Baby, you don't need it. You don't need it. I didn't say what is the bag. I said what's in the bag. Because guess what? What's in the bag could get you whatever you want. It's the knowledge. Y'all didn't just see elite level promo, what I just did? Everybody knows about the brand Gucci. Cool. Everybody knows about the brand Gucci, right? I'm using what you're already familiar with to promote what actually matters. Chat. I'm using what you're already familiar with to promote what actually matters. What actually matters. And what actually matters is the knowledge. Because this is more expensive. This has more value than the bag. This right here can get me Lamborghinis. This can get me generational wealth. You feel me? So what I've realized is because I'm in such isolation and because I'm not really talking to as many people, and even if I do talk to people, it's not for long. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to read for conversation. I need to become, if I don't like my environment, if I don't like the people that I'm conversating with on the daily, then what I need to do is I need to starve my external reality. I need to starve my external reality. I don't want to be around 6 figures anymore. I want to be around 8. I want to be around 8. I want to be around billionaires, which I have been lately. And that honestly could be the reason why my taste is expanding. You know, the worst thing is realizing that you've been selling yourself short. So imagine this whole time today, I was thinking, oh my gosh, like my standards are so high. Like maybe I am doing too much. Just for spirit and the ancestors to be like, baby, you feel me? Like, no, you're not doing too much, right? And let me tell you how I know. And some of y'all gonna be like, oh my God, it's a sign. Let me tell you how I know it's time for me to level up, right? So one of my cars just went out. Like, it probably can be fixed. I'm just chopping it up as it's done. And the reason why is because I feel like my spirit and my ancestors, they're very big on status. They're very big on status. And the reason why they're very big on status is because you have to understand where you come from. Motherfucker, like, you have to understand that your ancestors, niggas had gold toilets. Gold toilets. Gold chains from here. Mesa Musa. Huh. You feel me? And, you know, in Benin, Africa, red coral was seen as a crystal to represent the royalty and status from the regular people, right? So I used to think that status and all these things was like vanity. I used to think that like having nice things, and this was me as a kid because I had a weird relationship with my father. My father's a Leo, so you guys know how they are. And I just felt like it consumed him. And I shamed it. Which is what we do. We shame wealth. We shame money. We shame ambition. And it's funny because if it wasn't for my father having those ambitions, none of us would have what we have now. None of us would have the taste. None of us will have the wealth. None of us would have the ambition. I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. But because he was so hell-bent on what he believed in. So what I'm trying to get you to understand is that some of y'all have been shaming getting money. Some of y'all have thought that getting money was negative. Some of y'all have thought that wanting to secure your financial stability is like, it's superficial. It's not a big goal. It's not this. It's not. And I want to let you know that, baby, it's your destiny. That's not something you should be shaming. And it makes me emotional to say that, because it's a very heartbreaking place to be when you've been finding out that you have been the main thing in your way. You have been the main one shaming yourself. You have been the main one not allowing yourself to be as big as you want to because you thought something was wrong with it. And people would always say, like, oh, all you care about is this, all you care about is that, all you care about is this. You're only saying that because you don't have any. You're only saying that because you don't have any. You know what I mean? And I realized that, like, if I ever want to reach 9 figures, I have to stop demonizing my desire for it. Because your desire is natural. Your desire is for a reason. Stop being mad at what you desire. Stop being mad at what you know you want. We shame the very things that we want. You know? So once I stopped shaming myself for the fact that, like, I love nice things. But here's the next thing, right? This is why I realized it's important for me to go all out, right? I realized that it's important for me to have a Lamborghini. You wanna know why? Not because it's important for me to have a Lamborghini, but it's important for me to be a representation of what's possible. It's important for me to be an inspiration. It's important for me to inspire. And the best way for you to inspire is to show people that you know how to get what they want. Come on. Come on. Show people that you know how to get what they want. So I'm going to show you guys a couple of things because, you know, I realized I never really was flexing money before. I never flexed money before, and I'm not trying to flex money, but I just want to show you guys proof as in to why I say, like, you guys don't even know what I be bringing in sometimes. Do you understand? And obviously for safety reasons, but this is a business that I just built, and I built this by myself. This is hold on. This is a business I built by myself, guys. All by myself, one person. I don't have to pay anybody. Online business. What, like a year old? Online business, guys. About a year old. $146,000. That's the second business. Why am I showing you this? Because when I created this business, I didn't know what I was doing. Now, why am I telling you that? Because some of y'all think that you need to know everything to be successful. Somebody said, but you're popular. Jonathan, you remind me of the very friends that I'm cutting off. Because your mind can't accept that you can do that. So you have to find the thing that you think separates us so you can have proof and evidence that you can't do it. So when I hear you, when you say shit like that, you actually piss me off. And it makes me want to block you. It makes me want to block you, Jonathan. Because you're exactly the very kind of person I've been talking about all day. You heard this whole conversation. You heard this whole conversation for you to find the one thing that you think you don't have. Do you understand? Building the popularity is building the business. So you're saying, but you're popular. That's like saying, but you built your business. But you built your business. But you built your business. Like, do you understand what you're saying now? Like, this is what I'm talking about. I had a conversation with my friend Mia, right? I said, Mia, go ahead and start a YouTube, not start a YouTube, get on Facebook, chat. I want y'all to know. I'm saying it here first. Clip this. Everybody screen record this. Screen record this. Jonathan said, but you're confident. Yep, Jonathan, you're blocked. You're blocked. You're blocked. You see what I told you? I don't want to be around people who are insecure. You're blocked. Yep, blocked. I love you, Jonathan. I hope you figure it out. But one thing about it, I'm not going to be out here repeating myself because I was already doing that shit with my friends. So, Jonathan, you know what? I'm going to just mute you because I ain't going to do you like that because you still need some more information. I'm going to mute you. Okay? I'm going to mute you. Somebody said, why is the quality so crazy? And why is the quality so slay? This camera was about $8,000 to invest. $8,000 for y'all. For y'all. For y'all. You know what I'm saying? For y'all. Somebody say, yeah, that's better. So I want y'all to understand, because I don't want y'all to think. I remember somebody said, okay, another thing, right? Because what I'm really trying to do is I'm trying to get y'all inside of my mind. So what I've noticed is the things that have been helping me grow more success and money consciousness is listening to how successful people think. Like, actually, just like what I love to do is I love to sit in on wealthy people conversations. All right? I'm about to talk about Facebook. Don't worry. I like to sit in on wealthy people's conversations, right? My videographer came and he was like, why do you have so many phones? Like, these are literally the newest phones, 17 Pro Max, S25, right? I got 16s, like I have 5 phones, right? He's like, why do you have so many phones? And I'm like, in your head, it seems like it doesn't make sense, right? And I'm going to give you a good example of what life is going to be when you start to elevate. In his head, it don't make sense. From his perspective, he got a 15. He got a 14. So he not understanding, right? All I did was pose a question. I said, don't I make money offline, right? Yeah. So isn't that my business? Yeah. So don't you think I have to purchase the tools for my business? Yeah. Somebody said, you did Jonathan dirty. I'm out. You think I give a fuck? You think I give a fuck that you're out? Who are you? I don't give a fuck. You know why I don't give a fuck? Because y'all have to learn the right way. I'm not gonna be sugarcoating shit with you. Bitch, it's either get better or get lost. Fuck.
Bomba.
Like, y'all think you it's my duty to get you better. It's my duty to get you better, baby. I'm an athlete. I'm not here to do no soft coaching. I'm not no mama. I don't got a child. I'm not gonna put you on a titty. Okay? You feel me? So what I need you to understand is I didn't block Jonathan. Jonathan can still watch this, but I bet Jonathan gonna think about this. I'm shaming motherfuckers. If I'm telling my friends what I'm telling them, you gotta be crazy if you think you safe. You wanna know why? Because it's out of love. Anyways, so people are gonna ask you, why did you do this? Why did you do that? Why did you do this? Right? And I told him, I said, because I run a business. Why do you have somebody cleaning your house for you? Because I run a business. To you, it may seem like that's too much. To you, it may seem like I'm arrogant. I'm this, I'm that, I'm this. When you start running a business and cleaning up, like, because really this is how I calculate. Cleaning up my whole house takes me about a good 2 hours, right? I like my house spotless, right? 2 hours every day. 2 times 7, that's 14 hours a week. 14 hours a week. 14 hours a week. Instead of taking that 14 hours to focus on your business and putting money into somebody's pocket. So some people will get offended for you delegating, right? And if you're weak, you'll succumb to them trying to make you feel bad, and you'll people please, and you'll stop doing the very thing that takes you from $10,000 a month to $100,000 a month. Do you understand? All because people don't understand you'll people please to accommodate them and miss the mark for what you need to do to elevate yourself. That's how critical this is. That's all I'm trying to get you to understand is how critical it is. So again, I'm going to tell you, I have a sale for today only. Book a 101 with your girl, $111.11. If you want to start with your content business, if you want to start with understanding your energy, if you want to start with understanding what's with your relationship, whatever it is, baby, I got the answer. Trust me. You'll be surprised. Through astrology and numerology, I have the answer. You feel me? So what I'm trying to get y'all to understand is, like, You know what I mean? Like, when people start telling me, oh, yeah, I want to do this. Oh, yeah, I want to do that. Like, I'm like, okay, do it. Like, fuck is you telling me for? Your words mean nothing. People say a bunch of shit. How do I start from the bottom up? You book a call. You book a call. And we talk about it. And I want y'all to understand, if I just clock Jonathan like that, you're not safe. Sometimes, where's Shadea at? Is Shadea here? Sometimes I be getting into it with my clients. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I be getting into it. Because they be like, no, it's not that, it's not that, it's not that. And I'll be like, listen, I'm not here to argue with you. You're not my bitch. You're not my girl. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm telling you what you wanted, what you need to hear. What if I'm mourning and unmotivated? You think your bills give a fuck about that? You think your goals give a fuck about that? You think your destiny gives a fuck about that? If you're mourning, you have to understand death happens for a reason. Every death is transformation. Me, I'm a Scorpio, so I'm very connected to death. And one thing about death inspires me a lot. Moments when people are giving up is when I thrive. You have to learn how to not allow any aspect of life to get you off. Because if you're like this one aspect, is always the very thing that fucks me up, that's going to be the one aspect that fucks you up. Period. 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 Period, chat. Somebody said, how much is your 101? $111.11, chat. Be money ready. All right? Be money ready. Also, anybody that, Trinidad in the house. Trinidad! Shout out, right? I'm letting y'all know now. So now we're going to get to Facebook. Somebody was talking about Facebook. Armani, I know. I heard the thought. I just saw it. So, I am, and I'm going to be, the #1 streamer on Facebook. You heard it here first. Everybody screen record this right here. You got the receipts. I'm gonna record this right now too. Because I don't want nobody to say it. I'm recording the proof right now. I am the #1 streamer on Facebook. Facebook doesn't have a Speed. Facebook doesn't have a Kai Cenat. Facebook doesn't have an Aiden Ross. Facebook does not have a #1 streamer. So Facebook, I will be your #1 streamer. I am your #1 streamer. And you may say, why are you doing that? Trailblazing. I don't want to be where everybody at. I don't want to be where everybody at. I don't want to be where everyone is at. So it's about trailblazing. And guess what? Some people will be like, Facebook, oh, she tripping. Oh, she this. Oh, she that. Oh, she that. One man's loss is another man's treasure. And you got to realize that, like, you know, you can't ask for advice. You can't ask for advice on something that is ahead of the curve and new, because who are you going to ask? Somebody said, enjoy jail after you get caught for fraud. Oh, baby, I'm making so much money. You think it's illegal? Bitch, I made it. Bitch, I made it. That motherfucker think what? Hey, listen. That's a compliment. It's like when you thick and somebody asks you, did you get a BBL? That's like a compliment. You know what I mean? Anyways, chat, let's continue though. Let's get back on focus, okay? Honestly, chat, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I feel like the only people I can really talk to and be heard is y'all. It's you. Because for some reason, I feel like you listen to what I'm saying. Fraud, ? I've been watching and seeing Ori for 4 years now grow and elevate on nothing but the truth. And what you have to realize is that you can't have longevity being built on a lie. That's another thing. That's why I say before you can have what you really want, you must first be who you really are. And guys, who I'm showing you right now, this is really how I am. Like back then, I played it so safe. I think I was so afraid to really stand on my beliefs because my beliefs are extreme. But I'm an extreme person because I want extreme results. I want extreme success. So yes, I'm going to have extreme lows sometimes, but if I can handle an extreme low, then imagine how the highs are going to be. Authenticity is what you will get you far in life because it is true to you. I bet she a photographer, cause that camera ridiculous. I do shoot music videos. I shoot my own music videos. I am into creating, but I want you to understand that, like, if it wasn't for me wanting to get better at my craft, my lives would have never gotten this clean. Was I doing it for money? No, I was doing it to separate myself. I'm always asking myself, how can I separate myself from everybody else? But you have to understand that if you want to separate yourself from everybody else in results, you have to be okay with separating yourself from everybody else in thought and companionship. Thank you, Shaman. You have to be okay with separating yourself in proximity from these people. You can't say you want to be the best, you want to separate yourself from them in results, and then be afraid of the separation. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying, baby. That's all I'm saying. So like I said, if you're looking to book a one-on-one with me for $111.11, go ahead. So go ahead, Bree Prime, DM me on Instagram. DM me on Instagram or TikTok, wherever you guys are at. Bruh, like Shark Tale. Oscar didn't truly become successful until he embraced his true self. That's the truth, bro. And what I had to realize is that my true self is very aggressive. My true self is very like it's passionate, and I can no longer hold this passion in my heart and my spirit no more. I have to let it out. I have to let it out. It has to express itself or it's going to destroy me. And that's what I'm trying to get y'all to realize. Like, if you don't start expressing yourself, you're going to get destroyed by your own energy. Your energy is intense. You get me? All right. So I love you guys. I'm going to get to the first. We already have one person ready and booked for the one-on-one sale. So I'm going to go ahead and get to that person because I know I'm going to have a few for today. And listen, like I said, the sale is only available today. Today. Okay? My normal price is $280. All right? So I love you guys, and DM me for that one-on-one, and I'll chat with you guys later. Make sure you guys leave a like, a comment, subscribe, and make sure you guys follow me.